Drinking water. Can you taste the difference in water?
Yes, I can. I literally have a story about this, and I'm very glad that you asked me. You've unlocked a specific memory. Not really a memory. It's kind of like you triggered something in me. Calgary water has no fluoride in it. You can taste the difference. Every time I go to Calgary, I dread having to drink water.
Really? You don't like Calgary water?
No, I love the fluoride. I need more of it.
I will say, I live in Florida now. I miss Edmonton water.
Yep.
Edmonton water system is probably one of the best waters I've ever had in my life. You can drink straight from the tap. You don't have to worry about it. It is phenomenal. I come here, like, even like when it comes to taking a shower, you don't need a shower filter. It's so clean. But here in Florida, I have to have a shower filter on. The calcium buildup is disgusting. I don't drink from the tap at all. Will not drink
What
from
is
the
a
tap.
what is a shower filter?
So like I on Amazon, there's like a 6 month like shower filter that you screw onto your shower head in between. So like where you have your like the pipe, and then you can untwist that to take off your shower head. So
Yeah.
you take that off, put your filter back on, and then put the shower head back on, and it like cleans out the calcium or the calcium buildup, and it actually does work for the most part. Not what I wanted to, but yeah, I Edmonton water I miss. Um, I absolutely dread Florida water. Anywhere I go, tap water, even the soda tastes different. You gotta think different fountain and everything. So, yeah, I definitely taste the difference in water. We go into a grocery store, we go into like a convenience store. What water are we buying?
We already know it's not Dasani, so I'm gonna go with Fiji water
Okay.
because I'm bougie. I'm bad and I'm bougie.
I like Smart Water personally, and they usually have like down here like a 2 for $6 deal or something like that. That's like actually not a bad price. So definitely a
Not a
Smart
bad.
Water person.
Yeah. You ever drink Voss water?
No, I'm not that bougie.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll have some of
Oh,
that.
you
If I'm
splurge it.
if
You
I'm
splurge
balling,
it on the
if I'm
weekend.
thirsty, yeah. You know what water is actually really good, and this is not a promotion. Liquid Death.
Okay. I mean,
Liquid Death is
great marketing,
amazing.
great idea. I've had it a few times and I can agree. It's weird to me to drink water out of a can, but I don't know.
It's awesome.
It's just me. Makes me feel like an alcoholic, even though I'm drinking something so
Murders
pure.
murders your threat. Your thirst. Murders your thirst.
Um, what about the whole craze about sparkling water now?
Disgusting. That is
Really?
absolutely disgusting.
You don't like
Why would you
sparkling
want?
water?
No way, dude. Ew. Boo. Tomato, tomato, tomato.
um, Flavored sparkling water is great. There's the bubbly cherry, tastes like Dr. Pepper.
Mm.
So
Never had it. Never had it. Never will.
okay,
Disgusting.
you're an idiot. Episode
You make me
41 of
sick.
let's talk about football. What's the check
Wait,
down?
before we go to football, you ever just drink water and it just hits like you're just just hits? I just had to talk about
No,
that.
you're good.
Best feeling.
Athletes, like people talk about the 3 a.m. water, like, oh my God, it just is so great in a cup. No, you don't understand. Like after running sprints, like you cannot drink water fast enough. I want you to
You know?
understand. You cannot literally drink water fast. You are trying to force that shit down your throat to enjoy every bit of that.
Mm-hmm. It's
Um,
true. It's true.
Episode 41, what's the check down? I am Chandler, he is David, and yeah, David 41, go.
I don't know. Don't have one. Not a single.
he just got indicted today for a Las Vegas
Oh,
incident.
Alvin Kamara. That's it. He had a shitty year, so I don't even think about him.
Pass rusher for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, Jared or
The other one.
Josh Allen.
Yes. All right. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else really important that I care about enough. Jonathan Williams.
Arden Key. Is that am I off?
Arden Key is not. Josh Allen is 41.
Yeah. Okay. Arden Key's what number?
I don't even know off the top of my head. That's pretty sad. I think he's 49. He's 49. Arden Key's 49. Okay. So there you go. In 8 episodes. You remember this.
I'll remember that. Yeah.
Nothing crazy. No one insane. So we are going to be talking today about a few different things. We are going to be discussing the best players that did not win a Super Bowl. We're going to do
Yes,
offense
sir.
this week. It's going to be one quarterback, one running back, two receivers, one tight end, two offensive linemen, and then two bench players. Because I feel like
I didn't
that's
I didn't text you in time, but I definitely wanted to switch receivers to running backs. But we'll keep it at receivers. I have enough. I was just like, I could rattle off like 6,000 running backs
I mean
who
we
didn't win the Super Bowl. No, it's okay. We're leaving. We're leaving it the way it is.
I can do
We
two
have.
running backs.
No. We leave it the way it is because now I don't want to do it. I don't want to change it.
Okay, that's fine. You messed up. That's on you. Um, we're gonna do piggyback takes. So we're gonna give each other a take, and we have to defend that take with our passion. And then I have a few of fill in the blanks for you. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, where are we starting?
Uh let's do piggybacks.
You can do piggybacks to start.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you take away. I'll let you do the number one. Your first one. We got three. We got three, right? I got three. Do you have three?
Yeah. So basically, let me explain this before we even do it. Basically, the point of the game is to get someone to defend something that is so outrageous, and they have to defend it. Okay. Lamar Jackson is actually the best quarterback in the NFL.
Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the NFL. He's a complete package. People talk about his downfield can't throw the ball. He had the second deep ball completion of the season. My man's got an arm. He can run the ball better than literally every running back in the NFL. He has a 4.2 speed at quarterback. He makes every defense question what they're going to do. Lamar Jackson is by far the best quarterback in the NFL going into year 2023.
Okay. All right, your turn. That was pretty good. You had that quick. You were quick with it.
So, my first one for you.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions will win the NFC North in 2023.
Oh, this isn't even a hot take. I actually believe this. This is like what come on, Chandler. This one's not hard to defend. They have a very up and coming defense. They have a great offense. They win they play hard for each other. Their team has so far stayed the exact same. Obviously the offseason just started, but their team has stayed relatively the same. They should stay relatively the same. They have a young nucleus. They have a great O-line. They have a good front four, good front seven. They obviously had some troubles with their DBs, but I think Jeff Okuda was injured.
Mm-hmm.
They had a couple of injuries.
Aiden Hutchinson got hurt a few times too, I believe.
Yes, and so I'm like I don't even I'm not like most of these I thought I'd have to talk myself into. This one I wholeheartedly believe
I
they will win
started
it.
easy.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that one.
All right, what's your next one?
Bill Belichick isn't the greatest coach of all time.
Bill Belichick was carried by Tom Brady for 20 years. That's it. Simple as that. He wasn't a great coach that we saw and we believe because we see it as soon as Tom Brady goes. Like at the moment Josh McDaniels leaves, that offense falls apart. It wasn't Bill Belichick. And you know what? Robert Kraft thought about firing him a couple years ago, and maybe he should have. Maybe that would have been the best time. But you know what? Bill Belichick, he got carried, absolutely carried by Tomothy Brady. And now you see it. Can't build a team, doesn't know how to draft, never's known how to really draft, never gets a top first round pick to stay around. I don't think it's him. He's not that guy. And honestly, we shouldn't be all over him like we actually are.
Honestly, I could tell that you did not believe that in any form whatsoever.
I mean,
that was hard for you, I could tell.
All right. You know what? Sean Payton and Russell Wilson will make it to the promised land this year and win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like Russ had like I gotta run that back. I can't even think of anything right now. Okay, actually, in all seriousness, this is the perfect match. This is like the perfect match. Russell Wilson is a quarterback who can throw down the field, who is not super mobile, but is still pretty mobile. They have a great defense still, even with everything going on. Sean Payton will get that defense right. He will hire the right person to get that defense correct. Russell Wilson isn't even the problem at this point. I think with Russell Wilson and Sean Payton together, this team could go absolutely insane. They could win the Super Bowl next year. I would honestly put money on it right now, right this very second,
Money?
that they will win money. I will put at least 50 cents on it that they will go to the Super Bowl. I think that's about, I don't know, $10 on Bet 365 because I think their odds are like, I don't know, whatever, plus
10,000.
whatever the math is. Plus 2,000, I think that's what the math would be. Maybe something like that. I don't know, but either way, Sean Payton is one of the top 5 coaches of all time, in my opinion. So I think with Russell Wilson being one of the top, 10 to 20 quarterbacks of all time, they could go to the Super Bowl next year. They could win it. Who's going to stop them? Patrick Mahomes? Andy Reid? No way.
Never.
Get out of here.
All right.
Get out of here, man.
I'll slightly believe you on that one.
Wait, should we rate these? Should we be rating these?
Give you a B+ on that one.
Okay, I can
We'll
take
do
it.
we'll do one every week, and we have to rate it each week. All right, go ahead. What's your next one for me?
T.O. is the greatest receiver to ever play football.
Oh, that's easy. Could you imagine going to a Super Bowl with breaking a leg 6 weeks previous and balling out and actually keeping your team in it against the Patriots? Who else do the Eagles have? And he was out there on a broken leg. This man played in San Fran. This man played for the Eagles. This man played for Dallas. And everywhere he went, he balled out. He absolutely balled out. T.O. is a bona fide #1 athlete. And you know what? He's 50 years old. He's still playing football. He's playing in the fan-controlled football league, and he's dunking, mossing these kids like it's his literal life. Like, T.O. is built like a humanoid freak. Like, he is a bionic man. He's not even real. Like, the shit he could do, if you took away his jawing and his working out in his garage and bringing all this media around him, we wouldn't even question it. Absolutely wouldn't even question it. T.O. deserves so much respect. Always gets shit on for his behavior. And you know what? San Fran Dallas game when him and Dion went back and forth with the football at the center of the field, balls, absolute fucking balls, and no one can talk about that. T.O., if T.O. was in the league now, people would love him. They would absolutely love him. But he grew up in a time where it was all about buttoned up, can't have any showboating, needs to do this, needs to do that. He was an absolute baller and would dominate the league in 2023.
I have a bonus one, but I'll let you go first. If we have enough time, I'll tell you my bonus one.
All right. Justin Jefferson is not a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL.
One second. Just so everyone knows, I'm capping. Justin Jefferson's not the best receiver in the NFL, or he's not the top 5 receiver in the NFL. Honestly, I could probably name like 15 receivers I'd take over
15?
Justin Jefferson. He's not even that good. He's not even that good. Let me just tell you something.
Name me 5.
His route running mid. Name you 5? Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase again. Jamar Chase one more time. And you know what? Just to top it all off, Jamar Chase.
That was only 4. I need one more.
Oh,
T. Higgins.
Can I get a Jamar Chase again? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'll go Stephon Diggs, Jamar Chase, Not Adam Thielen. Devontae Adams, Cooper Cup, D Hop, uh, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
Damn, go off. Justin
Uh,
Jefferson's that bad?
I don't know, like Travis Kelce. He's not even a receiver.
I mean, I would say
Come
Travis
on,
Kelce would be a
come on,
top 5 receiver
come on,
regardless.
come on, man, come on. I could go off. I could go off all day. Kenny Galladay? Are you kidding me?
Okay, let's stop where you're at right
Come
now.
on
Yeah,
now.
this take, I can tell you don't believe this shit at all. This is a D.
Kenny over. Kenny over. Kenny over. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
On his head.
On his head top. Jamar Chase isn't even good. He has literally the best quarterback in the league, Kirk Cousins. Are you kidding me?
Jamar Chase?
Put Kirk Cousins, or sorry, Justin Jefferson. Put Kirk Cousins with any other receiver. They're becoming number 1 in the league. It's not Justin Jefferson. It's definitely Kirk.
David, this take is trash. You can't defend this.
I would honestly even take Osborne over
Kelly
Justin
Osborne?
Jefferson. Yeah, I would take, or whatever his name is. I
In
would take
reality,
him over.
I would take him over Adam Thielen.
Okay, that if we're being serious, yeah, I would also take him over Adam Thielen.
I don't think you can
Thielen is,
defend this take. I think I
on his way out.
went way too deep.
That
on
was a
this
hard one. That was a hard take to defend. He is Justin Jefferson, just thinking just trying to come up with players who are better than him. That was tough.
I'm gonna clip
I
that.
forgot Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill.
I'm gonna make that a TikTok at the end. Don't worry, I'll put the cap in on there.
Yeah,
but,
please put the cap in because people will lose their mind. Put it at the end. Put it at the end.
Of course.
Let them watch it all the way through, get angry, and then see me point at the cap because I'm a liar.
Okay, what is Justin Jefferson actually in the league?
Number 2,
Who's number 1?
Devontae.
Okay, I can agree with that. That way, I have something to actually put in there too, so that you know,
I honestly I could make the
1A and 1B.
You could make the argument that he's 5. You could. That's how good the receivers are.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I can't make the argument for 15.
No, 50. Are you crazy?
Okay.
He's 5 and he can't go any lower.
You got
at
a bonus?
least after this season.
You got a bonus for me?
Oh yeah, my bonus one. The NFL is rigged.
I mean, I can do this one. This one's easy.
Okay, the NFL isn't rigged. Convince me otherwise, because I think it is.
Also easy. This one we'll wait. You know what? This will be a full segment on the next pod. I will give you your rigness for the next one, and I will defend.
I had to defend the NFL today, and I felt sick to my stomach.
God.
Non-sports fans were telling me the NFL is rigged, all sports are rigged, and I had to defend those fuckers, even knowing full well that I believe them. I believe that it's rigged, knowing full well, and I still stood up for you, NFL.
I'm not getting into this.
I had your back.
I
had your back. Have my back, NFL.
I'm gonna avoid this.
Give me some Super Bowl tickets next year.
I'm gonna avoid this. I'm gonna stay away from this. We will get into that. But anyways, that will be a segment next week. That will be a full straight I have to defend it and everything.
Okay.
Do you want to go and fill the blank, or do you want to go with our draft?
Let's fill the blank.
Okay. Fill in the blank. Blank will lead the 49ers to the Super Bowl this year. Hold on. Actually, let me redo that so it's a little bit easier because that could be the quarterback blank will lead the 49ers to the Super Bowl this year.
Aaron Rodgers.
He already said he wasn't going there.
Aaron freaking Rodgers. We know he's a liar. We know full well he's a liar. We have full documentation. We have proof that he's a liar. He will be on the 49ers next year or this year, and he will take them to the Super Bowl.
Not Tim
You think
Brady?
he wants to keep losing in Lambeau? You think he wants to keep losing out there? I think not.
Now,
He's overstayed his welcome. That's all I'm going to say about that.
the NFC North is just so much easier than the NFC West. Like, even with the Vikings like resurgence, even with the Lions like gonna be good this year, you still have the Bears. There's no team like the Cardinals aren't really that big of a cakewalk if they have a new head coach. We'll see. So Aaron Rodgers, you're filling the blank.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm still in defend this take mode. So I'm like, that was my defend this take.
Okay. Blank will be the most underrated team of 2023.
The New York Giants, baby.
You're such a homer.
Just the truth.
I can't even agree with
The
that
New York,
take. I don't love
the
that take.
New. Okay, so if I said the Jaguars, you'd be
No,
like, yeah.
no, because I don't think they're gonna be underrated. They're not gonna be underrated in their division.
You think they're gonna be rated? You think they're gonna be rated properly?
Yes.
I guess they did win the division, so yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
Like they'll be
The
overrated.
Giants
If
didn't
anything.
win. The Giants didn't win. They were third, and they're gonna get underrated again, like this year. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Simple as that.
You know, I find a really very big correlation with every NFC East fan. Like the Cowboys and the Giants are like very similar fans.
Don't put us together. You're nuts. You're nuts. So if you think
Like
that
they're
we're
like
together,
so similar. Like we're going to the Super Bowl. Shut the fuck up, y'all.
shut up.
Like
Shut up. You guys think Trevor Lawrence is top 3 quarterback in the league?
5.
Shut it.
5.
He's not top. Oh.
I can defend that. And you know what? After next year, because we're all about projecting players.
After next year we'll talk.
Yeah,
we'll talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Daniel Jones isn't even top 20, so calm down, bud.
Take that back. You take that back right now.
I could probably name 19 quarterbacks better than Daniel
Name
Jones.
19. Name 19.
Okay, so
name 3. Daniel Jones is top 2 quarterback in the league.
All right,
and it's not
we're
even
not doing this.
close.
We're not even doing this right now. Okay. We're not even doing
kidding.
this.
Okay. Let me give you my actual. That was my joke. Let me give you my actual underrated team. The most underrated team next year will be the Lions.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll be rated because again, they had a good year this year. They lost close games. The thing is, think about this. The year previous, the Vikings lost a bunch of close games. They barely didn't make it to the playoffs. Next year, they're first in their division. Same thing with the Lions. I could see it going the exact same way. They have a quarterback that's comparable. They have great talent outside. They have 2 good running backs, or a couple of good running backs. They have a good defense, which is something that
they changed
the Vikings
didn't
have
throughout the year.
The Vikings didn't even have, and don't have. That's one more leg up than the Vikings had, and I think that next year, the Lions are going to the Super Bowl, or not Super Bowl. Sorry, they're going to the playoffs. 12-5. 12-5. Yeah, 12-5.
I think that it all does. I think Aaron Rodgers plays a big part in this because if the Packers don't have Aaron Rodgers, they're not competitive this year.
Yeah.
And that's a 2-game swing. Absolutely either way. So, and even if and I don't even mean for the Lions can beat them with Aaron Rodgers both times, but if the Packers beat the Minnesota Vikings didn't have to beat the Lions, if that makes sense. So it's like a huge triangle effect. If Aaron Rodgers isn't there, they'll be fine.
Here's the thing. I don't think it comes down to Aaron Rodgers at this point. I think it comes down to coaching. And I trust in Dan Campbell more than I do in Matt LaFleur. Yeah.
Gucci made the LaFleur.
Yes, sir.
All right. Last one. Fill in the blank. Patrick Mahomes is the number blank quarterback of all time.
Number 1, and it's not even close.
I agree with you. We know I agree with you.
Literally I will give people who say Tom Brady's still number 1 the benefit of the doubt with all the Super Bowls that Brady has. But if Patrick Mahomes wins 1 more Super Bowl, 2 more Super Bowls, there's no shot that he's not the number 1. If he even goes, which he will, let's just be honest, he'll go to at least 4 more
35.
Super Bowls.
Yeah, and he'll be age 35. He's only
Yeah,
27.
and he's only 27, and he already has 2 Super Bowls. That's something Tom Brady did not do and could not have done.
Mm-hmm. And also, when we're going stats, people love their whole stats thing. The whole Michael Jordan, LeBron thing still pisses me off. Whatever.
Michael's better, but whatever.
Patrick Mahomes has 17 games a year, and probably by the end of his career, we'll have 18 or 19 games a year.
Yep.
So
I'm just gonna let this like sink in for a second. This was supposed to be their rebuild. This was them on a rebuild
do
year.
you mean those are the most explosive they've ever been?
Oh yeah. Remember when everyone was Tyreek Hill? He's gone? Oh, they suck. They're dead. That's it. Just call it right now. Crazy world we live in. If only someone would have said, "Hey, calm down. They'll be fine." I don't know.
I agree. We'll stay away from that because I know how I feel about that. Okay. Draft of best players to not win a Super Bowl. Offense. It can be any position. You can go wherever you want. We're not going to go position by position because I think it's really important to draft whatever way we want to here.
Okay.
I will give you the first pick, which I already means I lose. But I'm going to give you the first pick, and then I'm going to take defense next week, just so it's fair.
Okay.
But
all right.
Yeah, go for it.
With my number 1 pick in the players who never won a championship offense edition, I'm going to pick Calvin Johnson from the Detroit Lions as my number 1 receiver.
I don't disagree there. He was on my list.
I know who you're going to pick, but I'll
who am I going to
we'll talk about that. No, I'm not going to tell you.
Who am I going to pick?
He's on my list, so I'm not going to give you that.
Because I'm going to go quarterback, and this guy is
okay.
I'm going to go quarterback. I'll let you go with receivers, because I think, honestly, there's a lot of receivers that you can kind of go with here.
There's a lot of quarterbacks you could go with. We'll see. Let's see.
One had a record that was, like, up there for, like, 30 years that no one broke.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Like,
fair enough. I'll give it to you, but
top 10 receiver.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna play to our demographic, which is probably kids who've never seen this guy play. So I'm gonna play to that strength.
You're right.
He's not even on Madden.
You're right. You know what? You are right. I'm going Randy Moss with my first overall pick.
You motherfucker. You sick bastard. You knew that's where I was going to go next.
I did.
And you decided to do it anyways, you little bitch. I hate you. That's okay.
All right, number 2.
I saw this coming. And I can pivot. I'm pretty good at pivoting. And we just talked about this man. I'm going to go with Terrell Owens, the freak that he is, as my number 2 receiver. Get at me.
All right, I'm going to chill on receiver then, and then I'm going to appreciate that, and I'm going to go Barry Sanders as my starting running back.
You son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? I didn't even put another running back on my list because I thought for sure I have this in the bag. Wow.
There's another good one.
That's crazy. Oh, I know. There's many.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm all right. I just don't appreciate you stealing my picks like that, but that's okay. Fine. Whatever. All right. With my pick, I'm going to, since you've already picked the running back, I can just pick this guy last. With my pick, I'm going to go Tony Gonzalez for tight end.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Yeah. 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 I got absolute monsters catching the ball.
You know what? I can go either way here, but I can go with the number one receiving tight end of all time, touchdowns
Sure.
wise.
Go with Gronk. Sure.
No, he won Super Bowls,
Oh, yeah. You're right, actually. I
but
fucked that one up.
he did. Um, yeah, I don't see anyone crazy I want to go with. I'm not worried about one of the positions. I'm gonna go Antonio Gates, absolute baller,
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
touchdown machine,
Good pick. Good
undrafted.
pick. Good pick.
So
Good
Antonio
pick.
Gates.
All right. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Now check this out. Check this out. You might have gotten Barry Sanders, but I got Barry Sanders 2.0. I'm gonna pick LaDainian Tomlinson.
There you go. That's what I was hoping you would go for.
Well, motherfucking T.
Um, I'm gonna get my other receiver off the board here. Someone that we wish got a Super Bowl, had a couple opportunities. We're all mad about. I'm gonna go Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, get out of town. He's also on my list.
Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald's definitely up there.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Where are you going?
All right. So to lead my team, I need someone who is a dog, an alpha, if you will, an absolute savage, who is probably going to win a Super Bowl in the next few years.
Oh, come on. I went with people who are retired, but all right. All right.
That's okay. We can. Hey, it's anyone.
I say
You're
people.
not gonna allow it.
No, I say people that are retired because to me, you can go this way if we want to. I went with the only people retired because I thought like that, like we can project him to win. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because I mean, every single person we've said
You
so
threw a
far.
You threw a curveball in my
Oh,
game,
come on
but
now.
that's okay. I'm adaptable. I'm adaptable, baby. That's okay. Check this. We said Lamar Jackson. I say Mike Vick.
Okay.
Michael motherfucking Vick.
Not even on my list. So great pick though. Absolute killer pick.
I'm talking pre-dogfight Michael Vick.
We're talking about. I mean, even when he came back, he was still good. So
No. I'm going dogfight.
Well, I mean, so that actually never happened. So there was never pre. I want you to know, there's never pre-dogfight. It's pre-found out he was dogfighting.
Sorry, pre-scandal, Michael Vick,
Pre-caught.
and he actually watches film in this case. Okay, that's where I'm going.
All right, so Michael Vick.
You thought you had me on the ropes there for a second. I know you did.
I'm Gucci. I'm cool. I'm honestly, I'm chilling. So we got two bench players. We have two offensive linemen, which we haven't gone off. I'm taking the number one offensive lineman off the board right now, no doubt about it. Anthony Munoz, the tackle, the man, the myth, the legend for the Bengals, and no doubt about it. That's my guy.
Okay, that's okay. I'm malleable. I'm flexible. I knew you were gonna pick him, so I said, you know what? Let me pick the best offensive lineman to ever play in a Cleveland Browns jersey.
Good one.
I'm talking Joe Thomas.
Good one.
The best offensive lineman to ever play in Cleveland ever.
Good one. I like Joe Thomas. That's a good one.
I know.
All right. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I almost have my starting going on. I don't even have a quarterback yet. I'm not even worried about quarterback. I'm going to go with my other offensive lineman. Probably the most dominant short career in NFL history. This one is a bit of a homer pick, but absolute dominant left tackle. He made Larry Allen look like a baby back bitch in the playoffs. Baby back bitch. Tony Baselli.
Who?
Tony Baselli. Don't even. This man.
Sounds fake. He's making it up. Check the numbers. He's making it up. He's cooking the books. He's lying.
Number 2 overall pick in 1996, if I'm not mistaken. 1995, first ever draft pick by the Jaguars. And my man had probably the most dominant short career and finally got recognized this year being drafted or getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. Oh my God, stop it. Go on. I don't talk shit about your picks.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. With this pick, I'm gonna go with someone who's been to the Super Bowl multiple times. Actually lost it, I believe, 3 times in a row. I'm gonna go with an O lineman from the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna go with Bruce Smith as my as my second O line because he was a dog. He's dominant.
Wasn't Bruce Smith a defensive lineman?
He's also he's also or sorry, Bruce Matthews, not Bruce Smith.
Okay, Bruce Matthews.
I'm gonna go with Bruce Matthews.
Okay, Bruce Smith did play on the same team.
Yes, he did, and that's you just see the confusion.
Yeah. Okay.
One's black, one's white. I don't know.
Wow.
You can figure it out.
It's like us.
Had to go with the race card. I know. I'm sorry.
I'm the black one. You're the white one.
I would play offensive line, honestly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I have every starting lineup except for my quarterbacks.
I almost pulled a snake move and just took your quarterback out of spite. But I thought, respect the game. Respect the game, David. Don't pick him.
My quarterback, probably the best quarterback to not win a Super Bowl. Probably one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Top 5 list can be. Was doing things before they were even a thing. Like, I want people to understand that. Dan Marino.
Yep.
My starting quarterback.
Giving Miami some love, I see. I like it.
Don't tell them I said that.
I won't ever.
All right.
Okay.
Last
now
position.
We pick bench, right?
Well, no, I think. Oh yeah, we're bench now because you got your full lineup. Yeah. So who's your bench players?
I'm just gonna give you 2 guys that are still on my list.
All right. So number one.
I'm gonna go. Emmitt Smith.
Oh, just stay there. Because I gotta go with mine now.
Emmitt Smith is mine.
All right, Emmitt Smith is a great one, all-time leading rusher. People would say that he didn't really have that great of a career, that his numbers were inflated. I will say that.
Sure, that's okay. I'm still going to go with him. With a good O-line, great running back.
All right, and then I'm going to go with one of the running backs that was just a truck. People were scared to see him. We're going way back. But not too far back.
You going Big W?
We're going Rams.
Okay.
We're going to go with Eric Dickerson. One of my favorite players. I have one of his rookie cards. Absolutely love this man. Big goggles. Big man.
Good pick.
Huge.
I'm gonna piggyback off that actually. And I'm going to go with Walter Payton as my last pick.
He won the Super Bowl in 1985, so let's try again.
I'm going to reverse back, and I'm not going to pick Walter Payton. I'm going to pick an O-lineman to complement my already great O-line. I'm going to go with John Hanna. Played for the New England Patriots, was I believe, 9-time Pro Bowl. So, can't go wrong there.
So, I almost want to retake my last pick. And you know what? I'm going to. We're going to scratch Eric Dickerson because you didn't say who he was, but I'm going to take this person because this man was the most dominant player. So good he could play 2 sports. So dang good he could play 2 sports.
He's not the best running back. No.
You wouldn't do Bo Jackson?
I will not allow it.
All right, I'll stay with Eric Dickerson. But
thank you.
My last pick. And this is a curveball. You're going to like this pick.
New York Giants, come on.
What if Dan Marino gets hurt? What if I need a backup quarterback?
I didn't think about that.
What if I need one of the smartest quarterbacks to ever play the game?
Let me have it.
What if he was able to come into the league and make playoffs the year he came in?
Oh, you whore. I know exactly who you're going to pick. I know exactly.
He said, goodbye, Peyton Manning. We don't need you. We don't need you. We got me. I am him. And he was him. And people forget about that. My last pick is Andrew Luck.
I was going to pick him. He's on my list.
So
I respect it.
I think Andrew Luck is up there. I think he's great. I went with people that didn't get their full capacity, didn't get their full worth. Um, we'll leave it up to other people to
Well,
decide. I'm okay with both lists. They're both pretty solid.
yeah, you guys vote on whose list is better.
Yeah.
Let us know. Let us know as you do in the comments. Let us know.
And then that is it for our offense. Defense will be next week. And from there, we will see who has the best team. Maybe we'll do special teams.
Maybe I have one right off the top of my
Yeah, I
dome
know
right
you
now.
did. He didn't get to the Hall of Fame, so it's whoever gets the first pick on that one.
Yup.
The Devin Hester.
Yup.
Even give you another one.
I can also go Josh Cribbs.
Gale Sanders.
Sayers?
Sayers. Sorry, why does he say Sayers? Yeah.
You put
Yeah.
Barry Sanders and Gale
They're the
Sayers
same
together.
person.
You get Gale Sanders.
Could you
We
imagine?
should do this. We should do this. Build the best running back or the best quarterback.
You can do the position. Yeah.
Yeah, let's build the best.
Patrick Manning.
Patrick Brady?
No. You know I won't go with that.
Thomas Mahomes?
Who?
Peyton Mahomes?
I mean, that's the same thing. Okay, whatever.
Patrick Minshew?
David, how'd you feel about the Super Bowl?
It was great, honestly.
You enjoyed it?
No complaints. No complaints whatsoever. I can't think of anything that would make me complain about the Super Bowl.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I'm okay with the call.
Oh, I'm okay with the call. What I'm not okay with is losing my only parlay because McKinnon decided, oh, let me not get in the end zone at least once this whole fucking game. He had so many chances. I almost broke my damn TV.
What are you what are you an Eagles
But I'm
fan?
broke. So I'm not gonna do that.
The Eagles fan that smashes his TV.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid like that.
I get the whole holding call and people being upset about it, but bro, I'm sorry, no timeouts. A minute 10 left. I don't see y'all driving down the field. I don't.
I can see it. I can see it. I don't
They
think that's
didn't
why
do
they lost.
anything in the second half.
I don't think that's why they lost. The Chiefs' defense was heating up, so I don't think. You know what? You're right. I actually don't think they would have done it. The Chiefs' defense was
Like,
locked down.
I mean, I get you can say, oh yeah, because you'll have Jalen Hurts running the ball, but like, not in a 2-minute offense, he's not. Their offense could not do anything unless he was running the ball. Like, so the whole like, I don't know, man. The whole holding call, they miss a huge pass interference on Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't believe in making up calls. I think that's fucked. Don't do make-up calls. But at the end of the day, they let them play a lot this game. There were a lot of calls that could have gone both ways. They let them play a lot. It was a great Super Bowl to watch. The Chiefs were the better team out there. Jalen Hurts was just the best player.
You know what? I think there's this like new trend, and it started with some other things outside of football, where when your team loses, you automatically find a reason why they were robbed or how stop the counts. Like let's revote. That kind of stuff. It's starting to creep into other things now, and you guys are doing the Chiefs a disservice by saying this game was rigged. All that stuff. The Chiefs deserve to win because they played their asses off in the second quarter. They scored on every single drive. And you know what? This is one thing I've actually started learning about football. The team who scores the most points actually normally wins. I don't know. Maybe Philly should have tried to score more points. Probably would have helped. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know how you guys play football, but that's how I play football. Maybe they should have stopped Patrick Mahomes from going end zone, each and scoring each freaking drive in the second quarter or in the second half. Maybe if you guys would have stopped him, he wouldn't have won. And yeah, let's say I'll give it to you. Maybe the call was bad. They still have 2 more chances to put up a point or to put up points. And again, even if let's say you guys come back and then you go into overtime with Patrick Mahomes at his very hottest, at going absolutely insane bananas mode. And you think you're still gonna win that game with all the momentum on the Chiefs side. You think that one call is why the game went the way it is? You don't think it's because Jalen Hurts fumbled in the first quarter? You don't think it was the defensive touchdown that they had? Because that was basically the game. That was basically the biggest difference is the fact that the Jalen Hurts fumbled. The defense couldn't stop a fucking nosebleed if they tried. They can stop anything. So you're telling me that with all that mounting evidence, the one call is what ruined the game and what made the Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
And think about this.
Get
Think about this. Two
fucking
calls went
serious.
Eagles' ways. Two calls. The Dallas Goddard catch, which could have
Not a
gone either
catch.
way. I don't think it was either.
The fumble,
and the fumble,
definitely a fumble.
So if we're saying like, oh, we didn't get a call, y'all got two very important calls because that game would have been blown out. That was a 3rd and 15.
Yep.
And Dallas Goddard caught that ball. And that fumble touchdown, game over.
I'm telling you right now, that fumble rule is stupid. As a running back, if I catch the ball, if I put the ball in my hands, let's say it goes the other way. He breaks the tackle, gets 20 yards. Now everyone's saying, "Oh, the Chiefs are the refs rigged the game." Blah 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 blah. It's a catch, in my opinion. It's a catch. You let that ride out, and you let them score that touchdown because that's a catch. I think that's definitely that's a textbook catch.
It was a football move.
If Dallas Goddard's catch counted, that catch should have counted.
I agree with you. I think if you're making a football move, which is turning, that is a football move, and you get hit, that's a fumble.
I'll say it, and I don't give the refs very much credit, and I hate doing it, but that was a pretty good ref game. There was no blatantly bad calls besides the Dallas Goddard one, in my opinion. I think by the letter of the law, all of the other calls were very good. He held him at the start of his route. He held him through his break.
I think it was the broadcaster's fault. Can we talk about this? Can we like rewind a bit?
Oh yeah.
This is the broadcast's fault because the broadcast. I hate Fox broadcast. There was no excitement. I love Greg Olson. I think he's great, but I don't like Fox broadcast. I don't like how they do things. It's just they didn't show the full route. And they're like, "Oh, I don't know. That was holding. I don't know if that was holding. He was already out of his route." You didn't even see where the holding was called. You didn't even see it. You didn't see when he broke his route and he grabbed him, and then he cut out and grabbed him a second time.
Yeah, it was terribly called and like as a commentator, like yes, you talk about it, you make a point of it for like 1 second and then you move on. But he kept pushing it. He kept pushing that narrative like, "Oh, that's a terrible call. I wouldn't make that call at this point." You gave the refs some money to ref this game. They get paid to ref this game just like everyone else gets paid to play the game. They get paid to ref the game. Like, what are they supposed to do? Not make the call? And you know what? As instinct, he makes that call. They're not going to pull the flag back up and say, "Oh, it's all good." They can, but it was blatant enough for them to not call it. And the guy who made who did
Bradbury,
who interfered with the pass, who held Juju, admitted to it. He admitted to it. He said he thought it was going to ride. It didn't ride. That's just how the cookie crumbles, my friend. That's showbiz, baby.
And you think about this, that is a line judge by himself. We got to look at this at the referee point of view because everyone's like, "Oh, the broadcast point of view, this camera angle, that camera angle." Listen to me. You're looking down the line, okay? You're looking down the line. It is a single man on the outside, press coverage. Juju is the only receiver. He's also the outside receiver. He's close to you. He's running a slant, then back out. Okay? Once you are done with that line, you see the plays run for 2 seconds. You are now looking on your receiver. That's what referees do. That's how they do it. He cuts in. He sees a grab. He sees arms on the hip. He cuts back out. He sees the arm grabbed again. And then he goes out, and Juju can't get to the top of his route. Before that pass is thrown, the flag is up. we need to put our minds like this is why I think GoPros would be important for refs or something like that because we need to see it from their angle.
Mm-hmm.
And he absolutely had the right call. And that's where it's like y'all don't know rules. You're like, oh, that wasn't pass interference. You're right, it wasn't pass interference. It couldn't be pass interference because he was held before the ball was thrown.
Yep. And the call was holding. It wasn't pass interference. It was holding. That's a hold.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
My
Some
last
people,
thing. Sorry.
People just like to complain, and that's all I have to say about that.
It was a great Super Bowl. I wouldn't even be mad about losing that Super Bowl on that call. I genuinely like
Great
put myself
Super Bowl.
like I put myself in the Eagles like as a fan. Like if that happened to the Jaguars, like if Miles Jack was down, that whole thing for the Jaguars, right? I don't care. We could have won the game any other way. So for me, the whole like y'all realize they missed a field goal at the beginning of the game. What if they made that field goal at the beginning of the game? Wouldn't even been talking about it.
Wouldn't even have been close.
So my last thing is, and you're sick of me saying this, quarterback sneak needs to be banned. Offense has too many like that type of the quarterback sneak being pushed from behind, like it needs to be banned because there's too much of an offensive imbalance already. The Jaguars did the same thing. You told me like, oh, like teams don't do the Jaguars are the same way with Trevor Lawrence. Like it is an unbalanced play. And it to me, it's like the flying V. It's creating an offensive advantage, and it's just like there's no stopping the play. Think about it. You could just do that all game.
The best analogy I've heard for this is that the Eagles are a very good investment banker. They found a loophole in the system to make money. The IRS now has to come and change that loophole, or the government has come and changed that loophole, make sure it doesn't happen anymore. Because yes, I agree, it is pretty unfair. It makes for an entertaining touch television, though. It's kind of funny, in my opinion.
It doesn't make it entertaining. To me, it makes it boring as hell. Because I can line
I
up
don't know,
in victory formation all game and just run that.
I don't think you could run it all game.
It's pretty 4 to 5 yards every single play. How do you stop it, David? How do you stop it?
Okay, well, you don't allow them to push the pile. Once you start pushing the pile, blow the whistle.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying. Like the way the rule is now. Like how as a defense are you supposed to stop that play?
Let the defense get even closer. Just make it a scrum.
Like this is to me.
Yeah, it is unfair, but again, to me, I'm a sick puppy, so I think some things are funnier than other people do, and I think this is kind of hilarious. You see these huge guys not being able to stop these other huge guys at all. It's hilarious. It's funny.
It's just not good for the game, in my opinion. We give the offense the benefit of the doubt for everything. Like it's just. That's my only issue with it. Like the defense had to line up off sides, and they still couldn't get it fixed. They couldn't stop them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what can you do?
Change the rule.
Nothing.
I think it will be changed. I think the rule will be changed.
I think it will.
I don't think it will be changed this year, though. I think next year everyone's going to abuse it, and then they're going to change it.
Oh, they're patching this right away. I promise.
Yeah. So
people are making too much of a stink about it for it not to get patched.
So that's it for me. You got anything else you want to do for closing comments this week?
Go Chiefs.
We will be doing a lot of crazy stuff this offseason. We want fans. We want one for every single team. May even do something with Madden. We will see in the summertime. But for now, we want to hear you debate.
Yeah. We're sick of debating each other. We want to hear you guys debate.
Don't say that like that. Anyways,
we want to sit back and watch you guys defend your teams.
Thank you. All right. What's the check down? I am Chandler. He is David for episode 41. Until next week. Peace.
Peace.